Good evening, everybody. This is Frankie here with an update on what we got going forward here with a potential new stimulus package coming out. Here, starting tomorrow, Congress is going to be in session and they're going to start to discuss this bill that's been introduced. Now, there's no numbers or anything yet, so don't get excited. Don't get too excited just yet. It's good news, but it may be a while before we see anything come out of this because they're going to have to negotiate, and then they're going to have to send the final copy of the bill. Right now, it'd just be a draft, so they have to rewrite it, correct any mistakes that are in there. If there are any amendments, it has to go back from the Senate back to the House and passed again, and then back to the Senate and passed. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But what would initially happen would be this, however big this stimulus package might be, we'll find out here in several days or a couple weeks. So let's just take a look at this here. I got some sources here. Back into the year 2000, our first ever stimulus check we got $300. That was a recession back in 2000. Then there was 2008, which was worse. And then we got 600 out of that. Well, when 2020 comes along, guess what? We get 1,200. So it's doubled each time. And these were all recession years. So if this is forecast to be just as bad or if worse than the 2008 financial crisis, I would say there's a pretty good bet that they're going to try to pass some stimulus checks, and I'm sure they're probably included in the bill. They cannot say anything about the bill until it's written and completed. Then they'll be able to talk about it. It's going to be a few weeks, though. Probably right around election time. So basically, with unemployment surging and prices remaining higher than average, a lot of people can't afford their rent, food. The job market and job loss is increasing, so unemployment's increasing. As these issues increase, the closer we get to a new stimulus check, because that's when the recession gets worse and worse and worse. And the reason you need stimulus during a recession is to help stimulate the economy. But there is a such thing as too much stimulus. We don't need $2 trillion or anything like that. What we need is a standalone bill for, say, I don't know, $2,400, a standalone $2,400. That might cost $600 billion in total, but you know what? A lot more than that has been sent overseas for war, but yet our own country can't even help us. What's with that? I don't understand. Complaining about the debt? Is it just because you don't care about us, government there? You know? Pretty much all know that they don't. These congressional leaders, they don't care. They just care about their political gain. That's it. So, but we'll see if Republicans and Democrats can come together and put this on the floor sometimes in the next few weeks here, and we'll get some numbers out. But really, that's all I have for now. The bill's just now being written, and it has to go from the House to the Senate to the president's desk. So it has to pass the House, pass the Senate, then pass or get signed by Biden to become law, and then in a couple of weeks we would get those checks. This is some speculation here, but it is a very credible situation and very, very likely thing to happen. Just so you know, despite what you hear, the trends from the past indicate that we will get a stimulus check here. It may not be this year. It may be the beginning of next year. It just depends on when the worst part of inflation is. So I'll be here to keep you up to date. But for now, that's all I have. I hope everybody liked this video and subscribe, please. And I will see you in the next video and hope everybody has a great evening.